Today I'm gonna solve Edexcel IGCSE 921 ICT. The year of this paper is 9 November 2023. This paper is paper 1, which is fully theory paper, and the timing for this paper is 1 hour 30 minutes. Total mark is 100. So in this video I'll go through the whole theory. Please listen carefully, and if there is any issues, please mention it on the comment section. So let's continue with the question number 1, which is 𝐂𝐎𝐓 works at a concert venue. The staff at the venue use ICT for work. So the question is, the concert venue uses an online booking system. The system uses software and hardware. Which one of these is the best type of software to use to manage online booking? So the option is database, file management, spreadsheet, and web authoring. File management is not a way to manage the booking, and spreadsheet is uses, I think, mostly 13 to 14 years ago. And web authoring, I think we all know, when you are designing the website and everything like that, that is a part of a web authoring. So the latest things that we uses to manage online booking, which is database software. So the answer will be database. Question number 2 is, which one of these is the best choice of computer for a concert venue to use for processing booking? So for the venue booking, concert venue booking, what type of processing bookings we are using? There is one, that one they are saying that desktop. Desktop is not computer. Desktop is a desktop. Whereas the embedded system can only focus on only one task at a time. Tablet is a tablet devices, right? Only the mainframe is a powerful computer that can handle multiple tasks. It is more powerful. It is a real computer. So the answer will be mainframe computer. Now move to question number B, which is explain one benefit to customer of using an online booking system. So what will be the benefit a customer will get when they're using online booking system? The thing is that they don't need to go to the venue for booking the ticket, right? They can just click on the website and then they book the ticket. So it saves their time. So the answer will be, it saves time and speed up the process because there is no requirement to travel to the venue. Describe the role of encryption software in an online booking system. So what is the encryption technique? Encryption is actually when we send the file to the server, and then server get that file, and then server send that file to the receiver where we want to send the file. So what happened during the sending process, all the file is encrypted. So how it is encrypted? It is using a different type of cipher text. So it actually diverting the whole file to another level of code. And if some hacker try to hack the file during the time when the file is moving through the server, they won't able to understand what is written inside the file. So when that particular file is reached to the targeted addresses, that target user have the key to decrypt the file. So the answer will be, it keeps information safe when it travels through the server by making it unreadable unless one have the decryption key. Suppose I have one email and I want to send it to the targeted email. So when my particular email is sent to that target user email, only that user can able to decrypt the file and see what is inside the email. During the time when the email is passing through the server, if some hacker try to access the file, they won't able to understand what is written inside that file because he or she don't have the decryption key. I hope you understand. So the question number D is, which one of these is a network hardware device that can prevent DDoS attack on the booking system? So DDoS attack is a type of hacking attack. This one is actually targeted the database attack, this type of things. So hub is not a way to prevent the attack, repeater not, router not. This is actually the router type of things. They are just transferring the network to the receiver, right? Only the firewall is one of the thing that is filter all type of viruses, malware, and if there is hacking or everything, they try to filter it. So the answer will be firewall. Which one of these is a role of a server? So the first thing is handle requests from client. So when we are as a user, if we request something to Google are trying to give us the answer. Provide a wireless connection. No, server don't provide a wireless connection, right? We need a router or Wi-Fi to get a wireless connection. Provide access to a LAN and a WAN. No, this one we need gateway, right? So we can connect WAN to a LAN. Store the client operating system knows. So the answer will be question number A, because the client, whatever the client requests, the server try to handle the request. So the answer will be A. Now move to the next question, which is F. Give two type of online payment systems that customer could use to pay for ticket. So when we are trying to, buy something from the Amazon, what type of payment we are using? We are using debit or credit card, right? Sometimes we can also use bank transfer to transfer the money to other account if our credit or debit card don't have the foreign currency setup. Like when you're using a debit or credit card, we need foreign currency to use the Amazon internationally, and we can pay the dollar, so it can convert our country value to dollar, similar like that. If we don't have, then we can ask some of our friend or anyone who have that currency converter on their card. So for that reason, there is another thing we can do. We can transfer the money to their account. They can buy for us, right? So this is one of another option, which is bank transfer. Question number G is, customer can store a digital ticket to their smartphone and access the venue by scanning their phone. Which one of these is the wireless technology used during this scan? So Bluetooth 4G is actually the internet that is provided by SIM, right? Bluetooth is a wireless type of wave. By using Bluetooth, we can share some video, we can connect to mouse, everything. NFC we can use for type of payment and also the type of scanning. Wi-Fi, we all know what type of uses we can do with the Wi-Fi. So here, they are scanning their phone, right? Access the venue by scanning their phone. So scanning things are workable with NFC. So the answer will be question number C. Explain why the venue must also provide customer with the option to print ticket. So beside, online ticket booking, why the venue also provide the customer that they can print the ticket or they can buy the ticket when they reach to the venue, similar like that. It's because out of 100 people, 20 to 30% people recently don't know how to use the computer, right? How to use the online to pay for the money, how to book, how to buy a certain ticket through online. So based on that customer, they have the option to buy the ticket from the venue. It's because it can give the opportunity to all type of people. So all type of people can access the availability to buy the ticket, right? And beside that, this is also increase the number of user as well. So the answer will be, not everyone has access to certain technologies which could restrict their audience. Now the question number H is, the venue uses an auction site to sell poster. Give one features of an auction site. So auction site is actually a type of website where the user can able to bid for a certain product. It is like, I have one of the laptop and I upload this laptop to that website and give the price for the laptop is $1,000. And then some other user, the buyer actually, some of the buyer, like out of 2 to 3 buyer, they came and visit the laptop and they said, okay, $1,000, we can give you $900. Then the other buyer said that I can give you $980, something like that. So based on the bidding, the seller will decide which buyer is giving them the higher prices. So based on that, the seller sell that product to that specific buyer whose bidding is higher compared to other. So the thing is that here, one feature of that auction website, people can placing bids. So the answer will be placing bids. Now the question number I is 𝐿 uses different type of network in her job. Okay, draw one straight line from each type of network to the correct reason for its use. So we have to mark from this to this how this is connected to this. So the first one is PAN. In simple way, the PAN is actually a type of hotspot. The way we are connect to the headphone, or maybe it is connected to the headphone or mouse, even like that. This is a work for PAN. So to connect Bluetooth headphone to a smartphone, this is a functioning of a PAN. So the answer will be PAN. LAN. To set up a home office network, we all know LAN is actually cover a limited area. It can be a building, an office, or an organization, right? Where is a limited people. So the answer will be to set up a office network. The third one is WAN, which is to use cloud-based services, because cloud-based is a wider area network, right? We can use the cloud, like some of the company from America, they are providing the cloud service. We can just buy and use that service from any other country. So this is one of the example of WAN. To prevent viruses, these three are not actually workable to prevent viruses. Question number 2, which is define the term peer-to-peer. So peer-to-peer means a client or each devices can share the resources from a network, and there is no third party involved in it. So one of the example of a peer-to-peer is torrent, because when we are request some of the file or movie, that file or movie is present on some other's computer, and from there we are requesting the file, and they can also request file from our PCs, similar like that. So the answer is each devices in the network can share and request resources from others, and there is no third party involved. They can directly request for the resources, and the other party can access the resources to them. That's it. Describe the function of MAC access control. So MAC access control is actually a unique number which represent a devices, which can be laptop or computer. For mobile phone, we have a IMI number, which is represent a unique number for each devices. So if someone do any crime by using this MAC address, cybercrime people or maybe the IT specialists, they can able to recognize the devices. So the answer is each network interference controller NIC on a local network is defined by a manufacturer assigned unchangeable number. So in simple thing is that inside our laptop or PC we have one of the network port, right, where we are just plug in our network, plug in the port that is coming from the router. So that port is for the internet. In that port card, that the card is inside the laptop or computer. So inside that NIC card, that portion is called NIC card, and inside that the MAC address is assigned inside the laptop. Now move to question number 4, which is a guide use wired communication. Explain two benefit of using wired network. So for the wired network, it is secure compared to the wireless, and everything is faster. So the answer is transmission speed increases due to lower latency and greater bandwidth of wire connectivity. Is because lower latency is because they have a barrier, right? Inside the wire they have insulation, something there inside, so that there is a less chance to lose the data, whereas in the Wi-Fi or wireless network there is a more chance to lose the data because it passes through the air and there is no barrier there. And greater bandwidth of wired connectivity because the speed is quite faster, because no data is lost, right? So that's why the bandwidth is quite greater. More secure because receiver has to be physically connected to the center. It is more secure because it's quite harder to hack compared to Wi-Fi. Describe how a roaming profile allows 𝐿 to hot desk. So the roaming profile is actually the hot disk. What is the meaning of the hot disk? Hot disk is they don't have any specific disk inside the organization. So one of the example of a hot disk is a hybrid recently, is because for the hybrid, the people are going to the office for 3 days, other 2 days they are doing their office from home, but their profile have each and everything. They don't need a specific desk to work on. This is the example of a roaming profile. Why? Because for the roaming profile, if I give you the example, which is I have one of the email, and that email have everything, my browsing histories, my YouTube searches, everything are there, my bookmarks. So when I buy a new computer and open that Google and or login by using that Google, they are asking me to sync. So when I sync, I get everything, my bookmark, my search history, everything there. So this is one of the example of a roaming profile. So what happened? The answer is, upon logging on, the user data synchronized with the server. So the answer is for this one, the describe how a roaming profile allows 𝐬𝐓 to hot disk is because wherever he sit or do the work, wherever which computer they are using, when they logged in, the data synchronized with the server, right? He or she get everything on their computer. So they don't need specifically one computer to work on. So this is the end of question 1. Now we will move to question number 2. So question number 2 is, 𝐬𝐓 uses digital devices for work. Describe how the size of RAM can impact the user experience. Okay, so the answer is, if we increases the size of RAM, the computer will be more faster. If we decreases the size of RAM, the computer will be not that much faster, it will be slower. Why? Because if we increases the number of RAM, it can take more instruction from the user. And because the work of RAM is to take the instruction from the user, right? And when you shut down, it reset, because it can't store the memory. It is a volatile memory. So the answer will be, the processor can access additional instructions to the RAM. So when we have a larger size of the RAM, they can access additional information because they have more space to take additional information, right? So in this way, they can take more additional information and it is quite faster. Like if I have a 12 GB RAM and I gave like 10 instructions, so inside 12 GB RAM, they are assigning the task of a 10 instruction. But if my RAM is 16 GB, that means the size is increases, but if my instruction is 10 GB, so that means it is taking more space, right? And that's the reason the way it works is quite faster. So this is the answer of a RAM. State the number of instructions that can be executed every second by a 3.5 GHz processor. So this is a common question. So whenever you guys get this type of question, this question is also coming in on May, I think May 2023 as well. So the answer is, try to remove this giga, right? So for giga is a 1000 into 1000 into 1000. So the answer will be 3.5 into 1000 into 1000 into 1000. A CD drive is a type of optical storage devices. Give two other type of optical storage devices. So when we have CD, after that there is another type of things that came, which is more, more clear pictures they are given. That one is DVD. And then the another type of DVD the people are selling, that one is a Blu-ray pictures. That one is much more clear compared to DVD. So the answer one will be DVD, second one will be Blu-ray. One disadvantage of optical media is that it has a lower storage capacity than solid state media. Explain two other disadvantages of using optical media rather than solid state media. Solid state media is SSD, this is the most latest or advanced one. And optical media, that one is the older one, like CD, DVD, Blu-ray, similar like that. The thing is that CD, DVD and Blu-ray are not that much durable. So because don't last as long because the disc can easily scratch or break since they're fragile, right? And the another question is, solid state media uses electrical charges to store the data, whereas these optical drives are using mechanicals. Compared to mechanical, electric charges are much more faster. So that's why optical disk drive are slower. Question number D is, 𝐂𝐎𝐓's laptop uses memory management. Which one of these has the role of memory management? Application is not working for the memory management. Control software, no. Utilities, no. Only the operating system is working for the memory management. So this is one of the common question. Remember these things, okay? Explain the purpose of memory management. So what is the purpose of a memory management? It gets some instruction and the operating system is identify, okay, I get the 5 instruction and which one need to be done faster, similar like that. Because our computer can't able to do multiple tasks at a one time. They completed the one task and waiting for the other task to come. Based on that, they are assigning the task number. Okay, this is the first task, this is the second task, and based on that, they are working on that. Okay, so the answer will be the memory management function keeps tracks of memory status, whether it's being used or available. Okay, it decide how to share memory among different tasks, decide when and how much each task gets. So the thing is that the memory management function keeps track of memory status. So they are like tracking the memory status, how much memory is available, how much memory is left. Okay, it decide how to share memory among different tasks. That means when a user are requesting for the task, it decide which task need to assign at what time, and then decide when and how much its task gets. That means how much time it task will take to complete, similar like that. So this is the answer for question number D2. Now D3 number question is, which one of this is the largest amount of data? Giga, this one is GB, KB, maybe and TB. The answer will be D. This is often no fee required to use open source software. Give two other characteristics of open source software. So the open source software, the one thing is the code is available, like anyone can see the code and anyone can able to edit. But the wrong things that most of the people think is that open source software is a free software. No, open source software is not a free software. So then some people are asking then why people do the editing then. The thing is that here any people can go and see their code, and if they don't like the code, they can able to change the code and request it to the admin. They have a admin or owner of that project. Okay, so after a developer edited some of the code, the admin will decide that okay, this portion of the code is correct or not. If the admin think that okay, this code is better compared to the previous one, or whatever he is requested is more meaningful, then the admin will approve it. It is similar like that. It's not like okay, I get an open source project and I just edited everything whatever I want. No, there is a part of admin as well. So the answer will be source code is available to view and source code is available to edit. So it's permissible to edit. Now question number 5 is, which one of this is the purpose of application software? To carry out tasks for the user, to protect against malware. No, this is a false. To secure the operating system, this is also false, because securing the operating system we need antivirus software, right? To spool print jobs, no. To carry out the task of the user, right? Because each application software have a different task. Calculator have different tasks. A camera have a different task, similar like that. So the answer will be question number A. Sorry, option number A. Which one of these is the reason why screen resolution is important? A number is saying that higher resolution means larger screens have less pixelations. Okay, higher resolution cannot be used on large screen. Is it true? No, because large screen have a higher resolution, right? Larger screen will pixelated more when user are further away. No, because larger screen will less pixelated when people are further away, right? They get more clear pictures. Lower pixelation achieved with lower resolution screen. This one also false. The answer will be higher resolution means larger screens have less pixelation. So the answer will be question number A. Now move to question number 3, which is the venue promote events on a website. Give to other type of online communities the venue could use to promote events. Okay. So what type of the online way a user can use to promote the event? One of the thing is blog. They can use the blog to write about the event, and based on that blog they can promote their venue events, right? The other one is they can share by using video. By using video, people can able to see how it looks like, so it makes them more interesting to come. Which one of these causes a risk to online safety? Bookmarking, legislation, misrepresentation, or vlogging, something like that. So the answer is question number C. Why? It is because when a person want to do something exceptional to online, there are so many people who are jealous and who don't want that that particular people do something better. So what they wanted to do, they try to misrepresent that person in something bad way, so that the audience of that particular people don't want to see their video or don't want to follow them. This is one of the thing. So the answer will be question number C. Describe one way the website can allow users to control the way their data is used. Okay, so this one is we have to describe one way where a website can allow user to control. So user can control their way to use, where their data is used. So the thing is that when you go through a number of websites, some of the website you will see that they are asked for cookies. So if you don't allow the cookies, they won't allow you to see their content. Okay, so the thing is that here the website are not giving user the permission to control it, because the user have to must allow the cookies, and based on that particular website will allow the content. Okay, so the right is on the website owner, they are not giving the right to the user. So when the website owner get the cookies, they can able to detect the browser history of that particular user. So next time when the user visit to that website, they will show whatever the type of history or the type of blog or the type of articles they are visited previously. They are showing that type of things to them. But there are some other type of websites, they are also asked for cookies, but they are saying that allow or not allow. So whenever you say you are not allow, they won't hide their content. Still you can see their content from the website. So they are giving the rights to the user to choose allow or not allow. So if you don't allow, still you can access the resources they are sharing. So this is the type of website they allow the user to control the way their data is used. So the answer will be user should be able to choose not to be tracked or to stop privacy features like cookies from being used. I hope you understand this question. So move to question number D, which is describe one personalization technique the website could provide to user. So what will be the personalization technique that website could provide to user? So this one example is when we I don't know you guys log into the Pinterest or not, like similar to Pinterest or even I think the other website. If you first log in, they are giving you a number of options. Like if you go to flower buying websites and some similar like that, they will show you what type of flower you want. You want red flower, green flower, black, yellow, or green, similar like that. So if you choose, okay, I mostly like whites and red flower, and then they will ask you the name of the flower. You choose 3 or 4 flowers. Based on your preference, the website will show you the list of the flowers. So this is one of the specific content can be shown or hide based on user profile preference. That's the thing. And sometimes the website also ask you the permission to hide some of the flowers you don't like to see, similar like that. Okay. Now the question number E is, which one of these describes data that is given stronger legal protections? Okay, data that is inaccurate, data must be kept for 10 years or more, data must be protected against unlawful processing, data that relates to religious belief. Okay, which one of these describe data that is given stronger legal protections? That means compared to all, which one is the most legal protection that needs to be give, most, most powerful? So the data that is inaccurate, no, because in our internet world actually there are so many inaccurate data. So this one is actually not a greater, a criminal type of things. Data must be kept for 10 years or more. Stronger legal protection are not applied on that. Stronger legal protection are mostly applied on religious belief, because if someone says something negative to religious belief, there is so many thing can happen. Some of the other sides people can actually, try to harm the other people. So this is actually a serious type of matter that the network or internet world are quite serious, and they have a stronger legal protections. That's why the answer will be option number D. 𝐲𝐓 uploads new images for the website. Give two components of a wired network that are used to upload data. So 𝐲𝐓 upload new images for the website. Give two components of a wired network that are required to upload data. So what is the two component that is required to upload data? The first one is router, because we have a router, right? The other one is gateway. Explain one reason why the image file should be compressed before uploading to the website. Because when you are compressing the file, it reduces the size of that specific file. When the size is lower, it is take lesser time to transfer to the server. So compression decreases the file size, resulting in less data to transfer, right? Which in turns up the transfer process. That's it. Explain why WPA is better than WEP for uploading data. So first of all, we have to understand what is the meaning of WPA and WEP. These two portion and these two things are actually uses for wireless security, right? So when we have the Wi-Fi or the wireless connectivity came for the security purpose, WEP come, because WEP is working for as a security purpose, so that it can secure the wireless type of connectivity. After that, WPA came, which is much more secure compared to WEP. So the answer is safer because it offers more key choices using 256-bit encryptions, whereas WEP is giving us a 128-bit encryption. The bit is increases for WPA, and create a new key for each packet sent. So whenever the data is sent to the server, each time each packet is sent, it created a new key, whereas WEP created a one key. So it is quite easier for the hacker to hack, whereas WPA is much more better. Now move to question number 4, which is describe one method for improving the search rank of the website. Okay. So the thing is that when we create a new website for a particular product, what happened? The website is quite newer. So after that, we have to work on so that people can easily like get the view of that website. Because when our first newly created website released to the server, it won't be that much visible. Only if you search on that specific keyword, it is visible. Like one of the example is like Save My Exam is one of the popular website that each and every O level or A level students know, because right. So what happened? Some of the new website when they are coming and introducing their teaching profession to the online server, they're using the Save My Exam name in their website, so that most of the students know about that Save My Exam, right? And when the student are searching for Save My Exam, they can easily get the visibility of their website as well. So the answer is include link to the website from other well-known site. That one is one of the examples, Save My Exam, right, that are already popular. Explain one global cause of unequal access to ICT. So what is the global cause of unequal access of ICT? Is the affordability, which depend on how rich or poor certain countries are. Because if the country is poor, that means most of the people are poor and they don't have that much money to buy the internet. So that's why it is affordability. Completed question number 3. Now we'll move to question number 4, which is visitor usually bring a digital devices to events at the venue. Visitor often take photos and video with the camera on their smartphone and view them on the screen, right? Describe how visitor could use to other feature of a smartphone at an event. So what is the two other feature? That means when visitor go to the event, they can use their mobile phone to take the video and camera. So what is the other smartphone features they can use? So one of the thing, they can use GPS. GPS is used to mark the location of photos, videos or posts showing where they were taken or posted from. Like in Facebook, when we are uploading the photo, by using the GPS, we can give them the location as well, right? And the second one is connectivity, to make calls, share messages and exchange images with other people. That means they can use Bluetooth to share images with other people. They can connect to the Wi-Fi to call freely to other people, right? Describe one way a visitor can use features of a tablet to connect it to a smartphone mobile broadband connectivity. So how? One way a visitor can use features of a tablet to connect to a smartphone mobile. That means they are wanted to smart mobile broadband connectivity. They want to connect with that. So the the simpler one is hotspot or tether. So the answer will be create a hotspot or tether using Wi-Fi to share devices internet connection with other devices nearby. That means suppose there's two friends, one Wi-Fi is working perfectly, the other one is not able to connect the Wi-Fi because the Wi-Fi range is quite faster and his phone is quite older. So what happened, the older phone have not less distance range for the Wi-Fi, so they can't able to access the Wi-Fi if the distance between the Wi-Fi and the devices is quite higher. So what the other friend will do, who is getting the Wi-Fi, who can able to enable their hotspot, and when he or he is enabling their hotspot, the other friend can able to get the Wi-Fi by using the hotspot. This is one of the example. Okay. Now the question number C is, the venue uses a barcode scanner that connect to the booking system. Explain one benefit to the venue staff of using a barcode scanner. So what will be the benefit of using a barcode scanner? It saves times because the ticket doesn't need to be read manually, right? Which one of these would represent the amount of data required to be sent by the barcode scanner to the booking system? Okay, which one of these would represent the amount of, so which one of this is represent the amount of data? So most of the people are like confused about, okay, GB byte, megabyte, both are representing the data, right? But no, GB byte, megabyte is mostly used for giving the sizes of the file size, similar like that. But byte is the represent the amount of data. So the answer will be byte. The barcode scanner will be used in places where hundreds of mobile digital devices will be using wireless communications. Okay, explain the benefit of using wired communication rather than wireless communication between the barcode and the booking system. So what will be the benefit between wired and rather than wireless? Because there is less interference on the wired communication, because the wired signal is protected by shielding. Shielding means they have a barrier or insulation type of things, so the data can able to loss quite easily, like for the wireless communication, because wireless communication is passing through the air and there is nothing to nothing, there is no barrier and everything. Give to benefit of hosting the booking systems in the cloud. So what is the benefit? One of the benefit is we don't need any local storage, right? So it needs less space, because it actually not less space, it needs no space, because everything is on the cloud. On our personal devices, it doesn't take any spaces. The second one is storage can be bought flexibly. That means when certain people, or whenever organization started a business and then they open a website for them, that website don't have that much things, but after years by year, when the organization is started to getting more recognition from the people, and they have more things, right? So the website still have then the website will also need to add so many things. For that thing they need more spaces in futures. So for the cloud system, there will be storage can be bought flexibly in future, but for the local, maybe they can have to buy a new computer, right? But for the cloud, they don't need to change their computer or anything, they just need to buy enough space if they want. Question number D is, the concert venue uses CCTV. Discuss the legal and ethical implication of the use of digital technologies to monitor an individual movement. So for this question, this is an 8-mark question. Okay, for answering this question, we have to first understand ethical and legal. So legal is a type of law that is given by people, right? And the ethical is a belief or religious belief, similar like that. So the concert venue uses CCTV. So you have to discuss based on legal and ethical implication of the use of digital technology to monitor an individual's movement. So there will be a lot of people, right? And the CCTV camera are recording their movement or whatever they're doing during that concert venue. So based on legal law, what are the protection that organization are given, and what will be the ethical perspective that should be connected with that. So for venue, there are important legal rules about privacy and keeping data safe, right? Venue need to be a legal need to put some legal rules about privacy and keeping data safe. They need to have good reasons and proof. If something goes wrong with data, the venue is responsible for following these rules and must have clear policies for both staff and customers. Staff might need special training for this, and the venue has to show they manage data properly. That means before opening the concert venue, or whoever is hiring renting that concert venue, they have to get a proper documentation about the data safety, right? And if there's something wrong happen, what are the actions they will be take, and how the venue owner will respond to that. And beside that, they also have to train their staff, so that staff are mostly well trained, so if there's something bad happen, they can able to interrupt and fix that something happening to bad or something like that. Okay, if a venue doesn't follow these rules, they could get fined or face legal action. So it's not just a legal duty, but also an ethical one to keep people's information safe, right? As a ethical perspective, everyone data need to be safe, right? So they also need to mention about what will be the things that the venue will offer if something goes wrong. On the ethical side, it's about finding a balance between trust and safety. So as an ethical perspective, there is a balance between trust and safety, because when people trust on that venue, they will feel safe, right? And they will visit to that venue. So visitor trust venue to keep the information secure, but venue also need to protect people's data. This raises question about personal freedom and privacy right, even if someone says they have nothing to hide, because the number of people who are joining the concert venue, they have the right to ask for their privacy, right? If there's something wrong, they can go to the venue owner and ask about the video, and they can want to see the video if there's something wrong. It is their right, and no one even say anything to them. So based on that, the concert venue, when uses a CCTV camera, they have to came up with a legal law, and from that law it mentions if something goes wrong, what will be the action that will be taken. Okay, and when they are doing all these things, it actually provide a trust and safe side to the visitor or even the people who are hiring the concert venue. So this is one of the thing. So try to answer it like this way, and at the last, add the summary. In summary, venue must follow both legal and ethical principles to make sure everyone's privacy and data protection are respected. Okay. So for the 8-mark questions, try to add the summary at last based on your perspective. Now question number 5 is, the staff at the venue work online. Explain to positive impact the use of the internet has on the venue. So they are working online. So what will be the positive impact? One of the impact is communication gets better because people can chat using different tools, right? We have a WhatsApp, messengers, Viber, similar like that. It's faster to send messages and can organize messages into groups. Like in WhatsApp, we can create a number of groups with which help team works together better. The other one is access global market and workforce becomes easier because individual can work or engage in their time zones. So what happened? We can access the global market. We can hire some employee from Singapore or from Philippines, and based on them, we can give them the certain times to work on their time zone. So this is one of the way we can access the global market. Describe one method the staff can use to stay safe online. So for staying safe online, which is whatever the social media they're using, must use a secure password. So prevent unauthorized access to staff's account, it's important to select a secure password. Explain two negative social impact on the staff of online working. So what is the social or negative impact on the staff or on online working online? The first one is there will be less movement, right? So this is one of the negative effect that is falling on the health issues. So reduced activity can have a negative impact on physical health. The other one is some people can feel more depressed because they are working on similar places, or they have nothing to visit, new places, new people, right? So the answer will be less social interactions can lead to user feeling more isolated. Discuss the sustainability user issues related to ICT. You should consider this aspect of digital devices in your response. Manufacture, use, disposal, way of mitigate their environmental impact. So for this question, try to paragraph for the try to create one para for manufacture, one para for use, disposal, the way to mitigate their environmental impacts. It will be easier for the invigilator to understand whatever you are trying to write, right? Okay. So the first one is, this one is actually not consider. If you want, you can skip this part, but I just try to give a introduction part. That's why I write this one. Considering the environmental impact of digital devices across their life cycle from manufacturing to disposal is crucial. That means if we consider about the environmental of a digital devices and their life cycle from the manufacture to disposal is important, because during the time of manufacture it also creating effect to the environment. Even when we dispose that particular material to the earth, This is also one of the factors that event to the environment. So instead of, if we focus on the manufacture part, based on the manufacture is, in manufacture, companies can adopt sustainable practices such as renewable energy sources and minimizing waste. That means company need to adopt a better way or better practice depend on the environment, such as they can use renewable energy sources and try to minimize the waste so that it will less affect the environment. Then based on the uses, during use, user can conscious decision to reduce energy consumption and extend the lifespan of the device through proper maintenance and upgrade rather than constant replacement. So what people can do, recently some of the people are like, they have a phone, their RAM or maybe their storage are low, so what they're doing, they buy new phone because they need more storage and more RAM because it will be more faster, right? Because for the phone we can able to change the RAM, but for the laptop we can able to change the RAM if they gave us the like if they support that things, right? So instead of buy a new computer, if the computer is supported to extend the RAM, we can buy a new RAM instead of changing the whole devices. So there is similar like that. We have to try to extend the lifespan of the devices. So what happened when we extend the lifespan of the devices, we are using the one devices for a longer time. So the company will produces less product because we are depending on the old. We are not buying more product from the organization, right? So in this way, this is one of the technique that can reduces the impact on the environment. Based on the disposal poses significant challenges with electronic waste, contributing to environmental pollution. Strategies like recycling, reusing, and remanufacturing can mitigate this impact by reducing the need for raw materials and diverting electronic waste from landfill. These things is actually, as a general user, if there's something happen with the battery or even when the battery is dead, what the people are doing, they are just throwing it to the dustbin, and from the dustbin it is thrown to the landfill where all the waste are thrown, right? But the thing is that we should consider about a different waste landfill for digital electronics and for other waste, but people are not actually following these types of things. So this is also some of the product which is electronical, and we are throwing that type of electronical product with the other waste. What happened, the other waste become disposal, but the battery type of electronical devices are not that much disposable. Even that, some of the organization, whenever they are creating the laptop or the phone, they have to think about disposal material. So whatever they are creating, they have to think about, is it disposable to the environment or not, because when a certain product is not disposable, it create a effect on the environmental impact. So instead of throwing, if we are careful about the digital product waste, and when we are throwing the digital product waste to the landfill where only the digital product are throwing, so what happen, people can take that things from that landfill and try to reuses the whichever the product are not disposable. So recycling that product or reusing or remanufacturing can reducing the impact, right, on from landfill. ICT systems are crucial for taking this problem. They help gather and analyze data on energy use, enabling informed decision on sustainability. They also aid in monitoring environmental effect and make sure that people follow the rules about taking care of the environment. So this one is way of mitigating the environment impacts. We are working on this thing. Thing is that ICT is actually one of the important factor that can help us to tackle this problem, right? They can help us to gather and analyze data on energy uses. They can give us the information like how much product releases on this year and what should be releases on next year, how much waste produces this year, how much waste can be reduces this year, similar like that. They also aid in monitoring environment effect. They can also monitor the environment effect and make sure the people follow the rules and take care of the environment. They can follow the online rules and similar like that, but the thing is that people have to be careful by themselves as well, because if people are not careful about this, not ICT, not even anyone can able to save our environment. So in conclusion, teaching and training are important, right? So each and every people need to understand about how this type of devices can affect our environment, because I already mentioned this, that if when our battery is died, whatever, we just throw it to the waste dustbin where we are throwing to other waste as well. But for the electronic, we need to throw the electronic type of waste to specifically to the electronic waste landfill, right? But we are not doing like that. They help decision makers learn how to use sustainable practices. So they, when we teach people and train them to how to use it more user friendly, okay, and how to throw the waste and everything, that will be more sustainable practices. By thinking about things like carbon footprint and using insight from technology, organization can make a big difference in reducing the environment of digital devices. Like when the organization are selling the product, they can provide some leaflet, or they can tell to the user about what will be the carbon footprint and how these digital devices can affect the environment, how they can use the digital devices for a long time, and how when there's something defect happen to the digital devices, how they will throw this waste, right? This is a key for making a more sustainable future. So this is actually a key to make a more sustainable future, so which can less affect our environment. So this is the answer for question number 5, and this is the end of November 2023. Please comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.